Hello from Dubai. I'm Rachel Price and welcome to my podcast, Not Just Making the Tea, a show where we'll talk about the realities of our career and life choices whilst made at school and college. It's all about celebrating the parts that don't go to plan as much as those which do. With every chat, we explore what life skills there are to be learned and how they can influence and help us to succeed. This season, the focus is on key skills and the attributes which we all need to be more successful in our everyday lives. I hope that you enjoy listening, find the topics thought-provoking, entertaining, and that they add some positive vibes to your day. So on that note, let's get started with today's topic. Eight investments you should make in yourself before you're 30. Your teenage years are exciting, but your 20s and the 30s are your chance to come into your own. It's the time to take advantage of some guidance and some tips for maximising your potential as you head into the new decade. While your 20s are a time for personal and professional exploration, it's also important to set yourself up for future success. One key area to focus on is your finances, and there are definitely some milestones you should aim to meet before you hit 30. I realise that this seems an odd thing to be discussing, but time flies, and before you know it, all the chances you had to build and create habits have flown by. So for me, it's appropriate to be starting to think about these tips during our teenage years. While it's very important to invest in your financial future, you should also make a point of investing in yourself and your personal development. After all, you are your most valuable asset. So why not try these 8 you-first suggestions to ensure that you will be ready to take advantage of all of the opportunities your 20s and 30s will bring. Number 1. Figure out your personal brand. In the professional world, you already know how important a company, employer's, or a client's brand is. But what about understanding and articulating what makes you unique? Knowing who you are and how you want others to perceive you is not only a good idea for your professional growth, but it's also crucial to navigating hard decisions. When you can define yourself, it will be easier to listen to your gut and trust your instincts. So while you are still in your teenage years and your early 20s, spend some time honing your personal brand. Here are some simple steps to get started. List out your emotional and practical personality traits, i.e. you're fun, thoughtful, organised or sporty, and then pick one from each set that's the truest to you. Determine a word that encapsulates your primary role within work or your broader life, i.e. you're an organiser, communicator or a builder. And then finally combine all 3 words into one clear personal statement. You could be anything from authentic, disciplined researcher to creative and savvy relationship builder. However, be aware that periodically you will need to revisit these tasks and reevaluate your personal brand. We change and develop our unique personalities over time and with different experiences. Don't be afraid to rebrand yourself if necessary. Be true to you. Number 2. Get financially literate. When it comes to your money, knowledge is power. While it can be tempting to wait until your 30s to get smart about your personal finances, it's best to get started right now. While there are all sorts of checklists of items that you need to have, such as retirement plans, stocks and shares portfolios, without financial literacy you may not be fully prepared or confident enough to make smart use of them. The good news? There are a growing number of free, unbiased online resources. I especially like the resources provided by Barclays Bank or the Money Matters course, both of which we have available on Education Yalla. So go and have a look and start developing your financial literacy. Number 3. Know how to get to your happy place. Life will never stop being stressful. That's just a fact. In fact, as you take on additional responsibilities in your 30s, being busy will become the way of life. That's all the more reason why you should figure out the one simple thing that always makes you happy and commit it to memory. Maybe it's the one meal that's always reminds you of home, or maybe it's the movie that you've seen 100 times, but still find hilarious. You can also experiment with different types of stress relief, meditation, walks or yoga, until you find the right option that works best for you. Number 4. Learn another language. A lot of 20-year-olds feel that they missed the boat by not learning a foreign or a second language when they were younger. After all, common wisdom dictates that children's brains are more absorbent and agile. But research now shows that adults can absolutely learn a new language as long as they have the right method that works for their more developed brain. And in an increasingly globalised culture, being fluent in another language is a highly marketable skill. Statistics show us that in the US, just 20% of students learn a foreign language. Meanwhile, in some parts of Europe, that figure stands at 100%, whilst across the whole of Europe, the average is 92%. In the UK, fewer school students are studying languages to exam levels at the ages of 16 or 18. Since 2013, the numbers of studying language at GCSE has fallen anywhere between 30 and 50% depending upon student location. Traditionally, French and German were only taught in the UK. However, there are two new languages that are growing in popularity in the UK, Spanish and Chinese. Chinese, of course, is the most widely spoken language in the world. However, in the online sphere, it's a close second to English. Online, English is used by 25.4% of people, whilst for Chinese, it's 19.3%. But both of these are both way ahead of third place Spanish, which is used by 8.1% of internet users. So, go for it. Enroll in a language course designed for adult learning. It's definitely not too late. Number 5. Get a great career bag. Whether you're working in a corporate environment or freelancing, having a stylish and comfortable career bag is an investment that's absolutely worth making. It will make you feel all the more committed to getting the job done. Check out the article from The Balanced Career attached in the podcast for more information. Number 6. Find and keep 1 or 2 close friends. One of the best parts of your 20s is how many different friends you meet. From co-workers to activity partners in a new city, you can end up making memories with countless other people. But as you head to the second decade of adulthood, you may find that the people come and go more easily. After all, everyone else is also figuring out where they want to end up too. Ask yourself who you will want in your life 5 to 10 years from now, and take the time to invest in growing and maintaining those friendships. Your future self will thank you for keeping those people around. Number 7. Find your timeless style. Your 20s are an awesome time to experiment with the latest beauty or fashion styles, and our culture definitely gives you license to do that when you're younger. But it's also a good idea to figure out and invest in a look that always makes you feel your best, no matter what trends come and go. Seeing effortless style in person can be quite powerful, and part of the impactful punch is how that person carries themselves in the clothes that they wear. In mere minutes, it's evident if the clothes are wearing the person or vice versa, and thus the confidence that they have to take on the world. And finally, number 8, get professional advice on your career. There's probably been countless moments in your life where you've leaned on someone you trust for advice or assistance, whether the person you turn to is a teacher, professor, friend, family member, sports coach, or someone else. The importance of a mentor is undeniable. These people can help to guide, direct, and shape your present situation and future opportunities for the better. A mentor is defined in the dictionary as an experienced and trusted advisor. A mentor is someone with which you can develop a long-term relationship that is centered around building the mentee's growth and development. A mentor does not work on a day-to-day basis to help the mentee make decisions, but they are there to serve as someone who can offer support, wisdom, and teaching over time. You may already know of an individual that you admire and whose brains you wish to pick. Why not ask them if they will consider being a professional mentor to you? So that's our topic for today. I hope you found it interesting and helpful. Thank you for taking the time to listen. If you've enjoyed this episode, then subscribe and get new episodes sent to you directly weekly. You can do that for free via Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, and more. I appreciate everyone who takes the time to listen, so please subscribe, like, tell your friends, and send me any comments and feedback. Also, check out the Instagram page, Not Just Making the Tea, for more information and updates. For activities and resources, check out the Learning Hub on educationyala.com and subscribe. Thank you once again, keep safe, chat soon. Have a great day.